Hey there, fellow Factorians. Owners here with another episode of Let's Learn Bobs and Angels for Factorio, and here we are back in our little puffer setup, because we're trying to make some of whatever this stuff is called, artificial puffer atmosphere. That's right, and artificial. Nope, that's not going to work. Puffer. There we go. Alright, so this needs sulfur dioxide gas, hydrofluoric acid, and oxygen to make 60 in 30 seconds. So 2 a second. Wow, that's pretty horrendous, isn't it? Anyway, this needs 20 in 30 seconds. So it needs less than 1 a second. So that's okay. If we can set one of these up, it'll be enough to do everything. But what we need is hydrofluoric acid and sulfur dioxide gas. Now, we have a little setup over here that kind of does everything that we need, don't we? But we got to work out some ratios. All right, let's grab a few of these guys and just plonk them down. We'll go with 3. Leave a couple of bit of gap between. I might spin one around. Alright, so you are going to be making hydrofluoric. Yep, there we go. Sulfur dioxide and sulfuric acid. One of your outputs is calcium sulfate. And this one is making sulfur dioxide gas, which uses calcium sulfate. Hey, look at that. And purified water, which we can get. Alright, and then this guy is making sulfuric acid from sulfur dioxide gas and purified water. Easy. Alright, so let's have a look at some ratios here. This one, forget about the inputs. We can supply that. Well, let's forget about the inputs for now, I should say. So every 2 seconds, this is producing 1 calcium sulfate and 50 hydrofluoric acid. We only need like 10 every 30 seconds, so the amount of that is nothing. Alright, let's jump out of that. So this is using calcium sulfate 2 a second, so it works half the speed and produces 50 sulfur dioxide gas. So it's going to actually produce 25 in the 2 seconds because we're only producing 1 calcium sulfate. So that 25 sulfur dioxide gas is going to produce about a third, about 20 sulfuric acid, roughly. And this guy is using 50 sulfuric acid. So you can see we've actually got a huge deficit of sulfuric acid. But we are making sulfuric acid over yonder. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have to bring this in. Interesting, we are actually making sulfur dioxide gas. Which leads to the question, what does calcium sulfate use for? Nothing other than sulfur dioxide gas. So we might as well use this up. And it creates lime, which we actually kind of need for a bunch of things. Yeah, we're using it for a bunch of things. That's right. So I think we are going to tap into this sulfuric acid. Looks like there is the spot. All right, and we want to bring it down to kind of the bottom of the concrete. So probably that one is actually a pretty good lineup, I would suggest. Alright, let's get this guy running across here. No, that's not going to work, is it? Of course not. Of course not. And here we go. Alright, that actually lines up pretty damn close. So there is sulfuric acid. Let's just move this down so it actually does line up. Sure. And we can make these a little bit closer. Alright. Well, apparently we can't make that one much closer. But we want to do that anyway, I think. Let's just see how this all pans out, shall we? Wow, that's actually enough. Okay. So this guy is making our hydrofluoric. Did I lose that? I did for some reason. Hydrofluoric. There we go. Thank you. Alt mode is turned off. There we go. Okay. You are making dioxide gas out of calcium sulfate, and you are making sulfuric acid out of sulfur dioxide gas. All right. Let's have a quick look at the purified water requirements. 50 every 2 seconds. That's 100 every 2 seconds. We'll just do this. There and ooh, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Okay. There we go. That's sorry, purified water. No, wrong side. There. All right. We'll just do that. You. Okay. Purified water. Power that up. Okay, so this is making. This needs sulfur dioxide. Okay. This needs sulfuric acid, which comes from over here. Goes in there, and then this comes in through a top-up valve. Which probably don't have any of those. There we go. We'll make one of them. Alright, so the output of this is our hydrofluoric, which we need. So let's put that in a tank. Just a regular old tank. Might have to grab one of these. There we go. Actually, let's kind of line this up something that makes sense. Right there. There we go, something like that. Now we're going to hook up the output of this to the input of that. Yep. All right. So there to there to there. What is? Sounds like there's a bot having a SPAC attack. What's going on here? Different fluids. Of course, because yeah, okay. All right, I messed that up. We're actually making that into hydrofluoric acid. Okay, where's our top-up valve? Top-up valve, we have made that. There it is. Spin it around that way. All right, so now we need to make some oxygen, of course. And let's just do a quick check. I don't think it's much oxygen. 10 every 30 seconds. Yeah, that's nothing. Oxygen and nitrogen. Let's spin you around. Let's get a compressed gas thing. We don't have. No, of course we don't have any. I think it was air filter was the name. There we go. Air filter Mark II. Let's pop one of those right there because why not? We need to flare off the nitrogen. And then there's our oxygen. There's our hydrofluoric acid. And then the last one is sulfuric acid. So let's see if this is going to line up nicely or not. Puffer. No, we need one of these guys. One of those guys to make the artificial puffer atmosphere. That is not going to line up particularly nicely at all, is it? Although we can kind of we can do something like this, I think. Yeah, we can. That needs to go out to there. So we'll use up the stuff that comes from here first, and then all we need to do is pop in something like this. Do that, and run that one there. Alright. You, for some reason, lost the puffer. Kind of mix fluids. Alright, well, we've stuffed that up somewhere. Puffer. No, I didn't stuff that up. Sulfuric acid. Sulfur dioxide gas. Okay, so let's change this. Let's do something a little bit weird. Sulfur dioxide gas, nope, too close. Up here, like that, and then we get an overflow valve. So if this, yeah, use up the sulfur, yeah, okay. That's the sulfuric acid. That's it over there. Alright, mistakes were made. There we go, there we go, and there we go. That there, and that there. And then all of a sudden we have created something beautiful. Like so. Alright. That should work once we actually provide this with some fluorite. Which we will in that regard, but of course. What we really want to be doing is getting our bots to deliver it for us. 206 is a really annoying amount. 200 would be much better. There we go, you can have that. Now we also need... why aren't you making anything? Oxygen. Why aren't you making oxygen? Because we haven't set the recipe there. There we go, alright. That should start working. And then it'll stop because we've used it all up. Now you're making puffer atmosphere. We just need to then hook you into the nutrient stuff. So in that regard, let's put in a tank here. Oops, that was a mistake. Let's make you requesters again. And you know what? Let's go into the settings, interface, and add a fourth one of those. Confirm. Beautiful. All right. And then we can use this to put in the random stuff that we don't really know if we need or not. Tank. I want to get a tank with all corners. Storage tank, all corners. There we go. Let's pop one of them in like that, and then we can connect you up. And somewhere along here. Nope, not like that. That would not work out particularly well for us. Alright. Let's just see where we're going to go with this piping. You know, that's surprisingly not that bad. There we go. Alright, something like that. I'm pretty sure we've got those all corner tanks in our network, don't we? Is there a bot coming to get that? It doesn't look like there is. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't have those. Tank, all corners. There we go. We can make one. Oh, it's got some weird requirements. Pop that in. Beautiful. All right. That'll allow us to back up a little bit of nutrient pulp. So we have puffers, and we're outputting acid gas. That is a lovely sound effect, isn't it? Yeah, I'll give it to them. They know what they're doing. All right. And similar to this, we just want to do that exact same thing here. That is just delightful. Okay, well there is our puffer setup. What do we use this acid gas for? All right, acid gas. Is this it? Hexafluoric acid. Here we go. Acid gas. It can turn into hydrogen sulfide, carbon dioxide, and hydrofluoric acid. Wow. That is pretty interesting, isn't it? Also bottled acid gas, but that's basically it. Alright. That sound effect is really getting to me. I think what for now we'll do is just void some of these things so they don't back up. I mean that's hardly feel like that's going to ever back up, but we'll be better safe than sorry. Let's put in a pipe so we can test. Oh, there we go, autosave, and then the old overflow valve. There we go. All right, there, and power that up. All right, because that was what the acid gas went to, wasn't it? It was a chemical void. Flare stack. All right, flare stack. But this is purified putrid fish water. Fosh. Polluted fish water is used for alien spores, of course. There's actually there's no information on the voiding, but we'll just assume that's what it is. All right. There we go. If you ever get too high, we'll void you out. So there's our infinite puffer and infinite fish. We also have, of course, our biter refugium. Now we need to have some biter eggs for that. How do we make a biter egg? So we've got puffer eggs. A biter egg comes from a blazing puffer egg. Which we can actually make in a puffer refugium too. How interesting! With beans, which we have. All right. Well, let's start the research on that. So they have a chance of creating other types of puffer eggs. Most interesting. But that is the only way of making a small biter egg. Let's have a look at the other size eggs. Medium biter egg is acid puffer with a crystal enhancer, which comes from a seeded dish and crystal powder. We don't have crystals yet, so that one's a problem. Alright, splinter. This comes from a small biter. Oh man, that sound effect. Come on, let's move away, shall we? All right. Raw meat, small biter, nutrient pulp. No, that's not what we want. We want well. I mean, looks like we have to make small biters. That's just it, isn't it? Okay. Now we do have beans, don't we? We're making beans somewhere. One of these is making beans. Nope. Corn, beans. There we go. All right. Let's just get a stack of these. Just one stack of beans. I think should be enough. We are a bit low on that. Why has this stopped? It hasn't stopped. It's just going really slowly. We're charging. Let's just have a quick check. Yeah, we're still well and truly have enough power for the usage that we're doing, because most of our factory is lying dormant, so that's fine. So this guy is creating puffers. We're definitely getting a lot of puffers. But this is actually not sustainable. What if I go for puffer breedings? This is the one which needs the beans. Of which we actually have no beans just yet. There is the next lot of beans. Alright, now nutrient pulp will back up though. That is still not enough. That should get it going. Alright. We have one bean. And the rest of the beans went in here. Well, let's put those beans in here. Just for now. we do have an extra puffer, a few extra puffers. Alright, let's pop that in there. Have any binephrine? Binephrine. No, I do not. Alright, doing that. So we've got a few things going, but this one just needs beans. Let's give you some beans then, shall we? There's one of these. All right. Let's put it right there, just to get out of the way. Go there, and you can request beans of all things. Beans, beans, beans. Let's get just 5 beans. Really, that's all we actually need, isn't it? Yeah, 5 beans. Grab some beans. Alright, and there's our unlimited puffers. Delightful. Alright, what else we got here? How are we going to start our biter refugium? A small biter? Alright, to make a small biter, we do need a small biter egg, some raw meat, and some nutrient pulp. There's another option. That's using more small biters. That's 3 creates 4. It's actually the best. So we do have to create a small biter egg from a blazing puffer. Okay. Alright. So once this goes, there is a 5% chance of getting a blazing puffer egg. Most interesting. Alright, it is going to go again. We've created enough beans to actually get a second run. Let's see what we get out of it. Oh man. That noise. Alright. Oh, we just need an egg, crystal dust, and a crystal seed, which comes from crystal dust, and a seeded dish, which comes from petri dish. Oh man, that's actually... we're a long way from that, aren't we? Is there no other way to make crystals? I've got to move away from that. Alright. Raw crystal shard from a medium biter. Oh, yeah, of course. Big biter, no doubt. Let's focus back on this. So, biters are the only way to make these. And we get meat. We'll use that meat to make another one, as long as we have incoming biter eggs. Does this seriously not work with any other puffer eggs? Let's have a look. Let's pop one of these down. Sometimes these recipes actually do allow you to use different eggs. Doesn't look like it's going to let us do it, does it? Do we have any puffer eggs? Probably don't actually have. I got 1 puffer egg, 1 gaseous puffer egg. Of course, that's what we get. That is, I mean, to be fair, that is the most highly likely one to actually get. So we've got a lot of gaseous buffers. Can we use them for something else? Puffer, gaseous buffer. Alright. This is rancid. We don't want that one. No, we don't want to make them, we want to use them. Use for that. Oh, we can actually get raw meat from a gaseous puffer. Okay, that's good. But that's it. So I guess we're just relying on this small chance of blazing puffer eggs. So we would need a blazing puffer to actually get a higher chance of finding more blazing puffer eggs. So I think what we want to do is we want to actually grow Grow one of those. Blazing puffer breeding. We need nuts, which we do not have. All right. Well, that's a downside of that too. What do we need to make nuts? We don't have any of that. We don't have any of that. We do not have any of that. What have we got in here? We've got a fish, and then just kind of 5 of the other things. What? Knee-law version. Of course, it doesn't come in there. Whoops. Oh, crystal dust from that one. Interesting. Nuts and leaves. What do we make that from? Arum feeler. Alright. Well, that's a bit of a downhill spiral, isn't it? I guess we just rely on this terrible arrangement. Maybe I need to build this up to a slightly better farming arrangement, because this is it's just not cutting it. It's just not cutting it, is it? We are full of everything, which is nice. These things are going. This is going. Yep, that's going. We've got ammonia and stuff's coming in. We've got these building up. Yeah, everything. I mean, everything here is working as it should. It's just that this seems like a terribly gated kind of section to get blazing puffer eggs. Are all these ones just gasings? Well, that looks like a blazing puffer, doesn't it? But the expected resource is 2 puffer eggs, 2 gaseous puffer eggs. So maybe that's the limit, is you always just get gaseous puffer eggs. Whereas that one is definitely a gaseous one. And I'm pretty sure I've mined a few of these ones and not gotten blazing. So I think we can safely say that either the thing's broken and we're not getting the right puffer egg from it, or you're never supposed to get blazing puffer eggs. Marked a puffer there. I thought they were so rare. It's just, I feel like we're just sort of fighting a bit of a dead-end battle here. We're out of beans. Can we get another one of these going? Probably can. If I can find some space for it. What's there? I'm there. All right. That there. Copy that. Have a bit of that. And you'll need some of that. Alright. Let's get you to pick up from there. And yeah, just give me some sand and some vinifera seeds, please. Alright. And then the output for you will be... just no, not there. I think I need to get you on the other side. Alright, well let's just quickly do that. So now vinifera is on the inside. There we go. Alright. Not that it actually matters. These will pick off the ones they need. Once these grow, and we'll get some more beans. Ah, no, hang on. Okay, I realise my mistake now. I'm sure someone spotted that before. We actually want this one to empty into that container. So we'll get more going in here, which means more beans. Yes, beautiful. Alright, that's working, that's working. We don't have any nuts, we don't have any blazing puffers, because we need nuts for that. Yes. So this doesn't even use blazing puffer eggs. We need to hatch. We need to hatch the blazing puffer eggs in our hatchery. All right. Well, let's get rid of those. Hatchery is somewhere in here. No? Did I not build hatcheries? What's this? That's our raw meat. That's a butcher. What do we got here? We got puffers, biters, butcher. This one. Hatchery. There we go. All right. So I need you hatching blazing puffer eggs, and then feeding them back into there. Request a blazing puffer egg. Sure, one is ample if you can get one. And then that will hatch it, and then we'll grow it here, provided we can get some of this stuff. Like that. And oh, this doesn't actually have an output. Interesting, it doesn't actually output acid gas. Okay. I think I just destroyed the acid gas we had, but that's okay. That is okay. Yep, all we're waiting on is okay, nuts as well. Nuts as well. Let's get you to request nuts. Let's request 5 nuts, and then yep, pick up there, drop off there. All right. So provided we can actually get the materials required, that is all sorted. Look at that, a blazing puffer egg. Okay, that's 1 blazing puffer. We actually need 2. We need 2 to get this started, and then it will keep going with a chance of producing more blazing puffer eggs. A 50% chance of producing blazing puffer eggs. All right, and then we'll have a surplus of blazing puffers. Excellent. All right, we're still short on beans. Come on, guys. There's beans going. And we need to sort out our nut supply, which means, I think, hunting. Sadly, it means me going around hunting for some more gardens to try and find a few more of these things so we can actually start a garden of Endelmere. Endelmere? Yep, you're coming over. Great job, guy. So look, Endelmere, which needs Endelmere seeds, and then oops, one of these guys. It's got a seed extractor. I shouldn't have grabbed all those seed extractors. That's crazy. All right. If we want to make Endelmere seeds, we need 10 Endelmere, and then that will then create a sustainable nut supply. All right. Well, off camera, I guess I will hunt around for some more Endelmere, and hopefully we can get this up and running, and then we'll have puffers sorted, and we can start making biter eggs and biters, which gives us crystals. Phase 1. Alright, as always, thanks for watching, and I do want to hear your comments below. If you know how this whole farming equation works, do drop me a line down below if there's a shortcut I can do, or even just let me know if I'm doing the right thing. And I'll see you tomorrow.